downfield that gets intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 39 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke, right?
David Johnson on his way. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 78 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. On third and long, it's Garoppolo rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Bradford flushed out right. He may try and run for now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. And this is going to be 49er football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Three down. Like 20, 180.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
13.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters able to get him for a loss of about 3. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
One day. Gotta hurry.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Turbo. One day.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Second down, Bradford. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Bradford. And Gresham has it left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Bradford. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff. Johnson. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cardinals are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally different.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Corey Peters in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On play action, now Garoppolo eluding the pressure, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Golden in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Here we go, 5-5.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson, he can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
One day. Here we go, 3 down, 3 down.
Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now. Bradford. He gets it left side to Johnson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action. Now Bradford lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 61 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Go ahead. 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving.
And he's going to go down again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Stop right there.
Bradford. It's caught. Nelson. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Fourth down, Bradford. This one complete to Gresham. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Throwing here, Bradford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Bradford on 3rd and 2. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'.
What you look like? Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get defined like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and fresh with these when I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's time. I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. What you look like? Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the veteran kicker Phil Dawson ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. Only looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gotta hurry, gotta hurry.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Here's Brady to throw. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Here's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
29, Alpha.
On play action, it's Brady. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now a play fake. Brady. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Corey Peters getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give the defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looks big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
One day.
First down, Bradford. Lets it go for Nelson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is what is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Gotta hurry.
They go play action. Now Bradford. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Off the play fake, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now Bradford. It's caught. Nelson. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, That really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Here's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here we go!
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And able to find Decker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman from 6 yards away. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Bradford now. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Bradford on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Johnson, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down, Bradford. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Bradford in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Bradford to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They go to Johnson again. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Now Dawson for the extra point. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So the Patriots coming out now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st down, Brady. And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Brady now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
To throw is Brady, and he'll be hit as as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chandler Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught by Allen for a New England touchdown. Dwayne Allen, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Bradford. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Edelman. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now Bradford on second down. He's going to fire one deep. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play.
And this is caught by Allen for a Patriots touchdown. Dwayne Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
One day. Turbo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Escaping the pressure right. Right side complete to Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down throw for Bradford. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. And the short one here, complete to his tight end. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Bradford again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Bradford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Bradford. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air again with Bradford. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford, eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Brady now on 1st down. First hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Corey Peters in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Turbo. Here we go, 5-2. Here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Room here to run. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 75 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Room to run inside the 40. And right side caught Hogan. And finally brought down at the 38. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Now a play fake. Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And able to find Decker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and now it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good shots.
Here we go. Gotta hurry. Here we go. 5-5.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On third down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. Brady will try again on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Here's Brady. Going deep now for Decker. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for New England. 57 yards. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Decker again the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because...
And it's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gronkowski with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sugar!
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gronkowski's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Brady now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Hassan Reddick in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Golden, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you say. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Gotta hurry, gotta hurry.
A toss, left side, Johnson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Monday.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go, 5-2. Here we go.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady going to look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Marcus Golden in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Shadow! 220!
Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. New England on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. One last shot now for Bradford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they will take over.